So I'm going for another little walk where I'm testing out the Canon R50 V as a vlogging camera, and today I'm testing out a very minimalist setup. I'm using the EF-S 10 to 18mm f4.5 to 5.6 lens, and I noticed also when I'm filming indoors, this camera has really good microphones, built-in internal microphones, and but whenever I have tested it out outdoors, the wind will always ruin the audio. But today I'm testing out a wind muff that I just got from SmallRig, just because I wanted to see if I can get reasonably good audio without having to use an internal microphone. Because sometimes when I'm just bringing the camera primarily to make images, and I suddenly see something I want to film, it is easier to just carry this little fluffy thing in my pocket instead of having to bring a microphone. And whenever I want to test out how the different microphones handle wind noise, I always come to this place, Vigdel Fortress. It is a little hill close to the ocean, and there's always a lot of wind up here. It's not so very strong as of yet, but when I get to the top of that hill, I think I will get some pretty strong winds. So I was out vlogging yesterday, and I was using the Sigma 15mm lens. But I said in that video that the 15mm focal length is a little bit too narrow, and now that I'm filming on a 10mm lens, I can see so much more of the background. I'm filming at f4.5, so there might be a slight little blur in the background. Another reason why I like this lens, well, it has image stabilization, and also it is an EF lens, so I can use a drop-in filter, ND filter, instead of having to screw a filter on to the front of the camera. So this is my setup. It's very compact, very tiny. So at the beginning of this vlog, I was shooting. I turned off the electronic stabilization, so I was just using the lens stabilization. And now I've turned on the digital image stabilization on the first level. Noticed that I need to crop in just a little bit, not too much. I stretch my arm all the way out. I get a pretty wide image, and I can also comfortably retain a 90-degree bend in my arm like this, and it's still pretty good. So the wind picked up quite a bit when I came up here near the top of the hill, and eager to see if the audio is still usable. I will imagine that the wind is that you can hear the wind pretty well, but the most important thing is if you can actually hear my voice. Now I have turned on the enhanced digital image stabilization. So I'm filming in 4K 25 frames per second in C-Log 3 today. The other day I was testing out one of the color filters. I think it's called Moody Cool or something, and I didn't quite like the colors. They looked too blue, in my opinion. So the light is quite harsh now. The sun is getting low on the horizon. It's getting close to 7:30 in the evening. So I'm struggling to dial in the correct settings. So the wind up here is very strong now. So I'm guessing the microphone is struggling now. I put the camera on a tripod, and I'm sitting approximately 1 meter away from the lens, and I just wanted to test if the microphone can still pick up my voice from this distance. I'm kind of sheltered from the wind here, because I'm sitting right next to a very steep hill, and under this rock behind me here. But there's still a little bit of wind, and I think if I had removed the wind muff the microphone would have struggled. I just want to test that. So if I remove the wind muff, will you hear any difference? It's only a slight little breeze now. And if I put it back on, so I've zoomed in to 18mm now, and I'm standing in a very open place. The wind is much stronger now, and you can see the wind is visible on the audio meter. So again, I'm standing approximately 1 meter away from the microphone. I just want to walk back a little bit and see if you can still hear me. So now I'm standing 5 meters away from the camera. So I'm standing 10 meters away from the camera, and I'm just gonna continue talking to the camera. I don't think I will get useful audio at this distance. But maybe 3 meters away. And 1 meters away. Well, frankly, I think all my microphone would have struggled in these kind of very windy conditions. But it was kind of fun testing it out, because under normal condition, when there's not so much wind, maybe only a slight breeze, if I can just manage with the internal microphone and using this tiny little dead cat, then it would be perfect. But just as a comparison, I also brought the Canon DM-E100 microphone, and I'm gonna put this microphone on the camera and just continue vlogging, and you can see if there's any improvement or any difference in the audio coming from this microphone. This audio is coming from the external Canon DM-E100 microphone. Can you hear any difference? And it's not so windy when I'm standing inside this old German gun position from World War II. But I'm gonna do some handheld vlogging when I walk back up the trail here to the top of the hill, and we'll see if the improvement in audio is worth the hassle of bringing an extra microphone. So I'm standing on an old World War II gun platform where they had one of their biggest anti-aircraft or anti-ship guns, and it's a very It's very open, high up, and the wind is really strong here. So this microphone has a very nice fluffy wind muff, but I think even this microphone is struggling with the wind here, and my hat keeps wanting to fly off. That's how strong the wind is. So I think if I want to go vlogging in this type of weather, of course I need an external microphone. I don't know if this is the best solution. I think the best microphone I could have brought today was the DJI Mic 2 with the lav mic, and I have a very big fluffy wind muff, and I found before that that's probably the best microphone for these kind of very windy conditions. But I think if the weather was a bit calmer, not so much wind, especially if I was just walking in a city between buildings, if I could just use the internal microphone, it would make the whole setup a little less conspicuous, because I don't like drawing attention to myself when I'm out vlogging. So this is a very tiny little camera, but when you put the external microphone on top, it gets a different look immediately. So even though we have quite a comfortable temperature today, it was 17 degrees Celsius when I left the car, but the wind is coming from the west, from the Atlantic Ocean, the North Sea. So it's quite cold, so I think I'll be heading back to the car. So I'm back on the internal microphone in the camera, as I'm walking back down to the back side of the hill. I think the wind will calm down, and we'll see. So this is a very nice little vlogging camera, and it also, even though it's a very video oriented camera, still get pretty good images whenever I'm out taking images. The one thing I notice when I'm vlogging handheld is that there are so many buttons and dials on the camera. So I keep accidentally turning dials or pushing buttons. I just noticed that I had to turn the shutter speed down to 1/40. I don't know if that happened just between shots, or if any of the footage is shot at the wrong shutter speed. We'll see. And I also think I might have touched and adjusted the ISO setting, because I try to, when I'm shooting in C-Log 3, I try to stay on the base ISO at, which is 400 on this camera. But there's a nice little function on the camera. There's a lock button, and I just figured out that I can use it after I have dialed in the settings with the correct f-stop, the correct ISO, and also the shutter speed. I can just push down the lock button, and it will prevent me from accidentally changing any of the settings when I'm just handling the camera. And the only thing I have to adjust is the variable ND filter. So that's a nice handy little function on this camera. I have a similar function on the Canon R6 Mark II. It's more of a dial